And they played that AFC Championship game last year at Arrowhead for the first time. Lost to New England in an interesting game, to say the least. And there's a pass in the flat. Sammy Watkins in the game now for the Chiefs. Second down. Mahomes decides to tuck it away, and he can do that. Slide. Sammy Watkins, bottom of your screen. Again, Watt trying to spin away. It's a little wheel route, and it goes incomplete. Last week, a fumble by Kevin Rader late in the game that gave Tampa an opportunity. In the flat, James Conner has it between his legs, retains possession, gets a first down. The Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, is in this team, and he signed a big contract to be here. Rudolph using his feet to move the pocket, fires over the head of Juju Smith-Schuster. Good coverage over there by Bashaud Breeland. Quarterback Russell Wilson, they actually traded him to Kansas City for a first and third round pick. Rudolph being hit from behind. Good closing speed there, and the sack. Mahomes started 2 for 2. He's 0 for his last 3. And this is a second down situation. And it's up the middle. And the ball comes out. It's caused fumble picked up by the Steelers. And they have the ball at their own 47-yard lines. And you saw Hyde cough it up.
Creating turnovers, and that's what this Steelers defense is able to do early.
It looked like Samuels was going to be in, but James Conner returned to the field. So far, it hasn't been much offensively for the Steelers. Maybe they want to get something going, and the ball comes out. Fumble there by Dante Moncrief the first time he touched the ball. And we'll see what happens here. And it looks like Kansas City does have it.
A lot of success that T.J. Watt has had has come because Bud has been opposite side of him. So they just have to continue to work in that tandem.
All right, once again, Henne back to pass. Pressure up the middle, and down goes Henne. And we were just talking about Bud Dupree, and he's in there as that pocket completely collapsed. Every team is struggling, but the Cardinals have the lead over the Cubs. More tonight on KDK TV. Late edition of the news. James Conner remains in there. And now Conner stretching it to the left side. Conner trying to cut in. Sorensen comes over. Rodgers in the game now for the Steelers. He and Ryan Switzer have been involved in a nice slot battle. Rudolph now with time fires, has the ball tipped and almost intercepted there.
Defense.
All right, Steelers going to punt it again. That's been the story of the first half. Some sloppy play. And this one's taken by Hardman, and back there trying to get is Justin Lane. And finally, a wonderful special teams play. They're delivered by Benny Snell. You know him for his offense. He's pretty good on special teams, too. In the backfield more often than most running backs, and they like that about him. And now, here's Henne. Fires and has his man. And a good catch there by Dion Yelder on a 3rd down and 6. Combined, the teams were 1 for 6 on 3rd down and only 1 double-digit play combined. This is a 3rd and 14. Pressure by T.J. Watt, almost picked off by Bud Dupree. And is it? No, it says it hits the ground. Productive day last week is in the game now. Bottom of your screen. Mason Rudolph fires over the middle, right on the money to Washington. Flag flies again, but that was in tight coverage, very little window.
Expecting big things out of the slot position from him.
Mason Rudolph again in the shotgun here. Stands up in the target, fires to James Washington, who goes up and get it.
From the pocket, which he's doing a nice job of the night.
He certainly is. 8 for 12 on the night. And it's a handoff to Jalen Samuels, who breaks a tackle, gets to the 30. 2nd and short. It gives you options. It keeps the defense back on its heels. Rudolph now with some time. Looks to run it, then steps back. Gets more time, rolling right. Play fake. Again, gets away from pressure. Fires into the end zone. And that one is almost delivered to Eli Rogers. 2016 out of Ohio State. And Mason Rudolph deked him out. He had completed 5 consecutive before that incompletion. Good call by your part, Charlie. That's what he needs to do. In it, he had a lot of points last week in a 30-28 Steeler win against Tampa Bay. This time, it's a little hitter to Deontay Johnson on this drive. Handoff. Again, it's to Samuels. Samuels has open real estate, and he's going to go untouched into the end zone. A 14-yard touchdown for Jalen Samuels, and the offensive line just sealed it off beautifully. Darwin Thompson in the game now at running back for Kansas City. And Thompson gets to the outside, pushed out of bounds.
What they expected as they drafted him 5 years ago out of Kentucky.
Again, it's Thompson trying to cut to the outside now. And he does. He gets first down yardage as he gets out of bounds, tackled by Mike Hilton.
And that started up in Latrobe.
3rd and short now. Here comes Dupree from the outside. Pass over the middle, and it's a good one. Marcus Kemp is there. They'd like to keep it that way. Henne from behind Bud Dupree again as he beats the tackle cleanly. We've seen Bud take circuitous routes in the past, not this time. As these guys continue to scratch along here in the preseason. All right, it's third down now for Chad Henne. Again, this time Watt being picked up, fire into the end zone, and he has his man, and that's Nicole Hardman, 17 yards. And boy, he had a touchdown last week on a shovel pass. He's dangerous, and Kansas City has to account for that. Dobbs now in the pocket, pump fakes, throws down the middle. James Washington beats his man and makes the reception at the 40. Dobbs now looking and swinging behind Xavier Grimble. Dobbs now with time, fires down the field looking for and not finding Deontay Johnson. Here comes Mike Hilton. Snap is low, fumble. It's still loose, and it's going to be picked up right there. And that's Tuzar Skipper, who had a good game last week. Hilton came in with the pressure from the edge. So the Steelers take over now. Dobbs over the middle. Has his man, Eli Rogers. He put it beautifully right there. But the Steelers will take it now. They're in the red zone inside the 10-yard line. Dobbs with time, fires over the head, and it's picked off by Kansas City, and Ward is going the other way. He's at the 40, trying to get around Dobbs, who makes the tackle at midfield. Shavarius Ward. 3 timeouts, 10 seconds. We'll see how they do. Last time it was a bad snap from center. Hilton with pressure. This time, sideline pattern. Crowd comes to life. Snap is good. The kick is up, and it's going to be wide to the right. Everything else has been rather sloppy. And now 3rd and 4. Shermer fires, has his man on a little slant pattern, and it goes to Pringle. Done a good job with his offense, no doubt. But certainly it helps with Pat Mahomes running the show. He gets it done, and there is a missed tackle by Allen again, and that's enough to get 3rd and 20. Shermer going to be tested here as he's got 4 wides in there, and pressure comes up the middle. He's trying to get away from it, and he cannot get away from the pressure. Spencer back this time. Deontay Johnson had an opportunity in the first half, fumbled once, not much in return game. Spencer had a nice return last year, and he's going to get to the outside. This is a man who started in the CFL. Spencer across the 40. He'll lose the kicker in the midfield and beyond. Deontay Spencer trying to earn a roster spot. As the Steelers get a new set of downs after the conversion by Benny Snell. Rolling right is Dobbs, trying to get away from pressure. He does. Fires down the field, has a man. Pretty good stuff there. And he's a talented kid looking for a chance. Dobbs fires into the end zone, and it's a nice catch, and it's going to be a touchdown for the Steelers, and that.
After review, the ruling on the field will stand as offensive pass interference.
Made his attempt last week. Let's see what this is. And the kick is up. Matthew Wright to make something happen and continue to be part of this quarterback rotation. Slings it down the field, puts it right on the money. Does it with ease. Deontay Johnson. All right, little flip goes to Spencer, utilizing that speed as he gets through a couple of guys. Deontay Spencer down inside the 30. Derwin James.
Oh, he's out now,
He had a leg injury of some sort. I didn't see the specifics on that, but he had over 100 tackles last year as a rookie in the corner of the end zone. And that is going to be a touchdown pass to Deontay Johnson. 24 yards, no review necessary. Devlin Hodges puts it right there. Company at Duquesne have done a wonderful job on the bluff. There's a completion to Thompson. Flag flies. He spins around, getting away from would-be tacklers before he's finally knocked down. Now you remember all the good things you said about the judge. All right, pressure from behind, and down goes Litton. Once again, it's Tuzar Skipper. He's a guy they like to go to. He has a lot of speed for Kansas City. Litton, again, pumping, throwing, and making the completion over the middle. 4th down after Drayvon Askew-Henry out of Aliquippa makes that tackle. He hasn't seen a lot of action in this game. And now it's going to be the quarterback Litton, who smartly rolls right, gets 1st down yardage, and then slides. 3rd down play here for Chase Litton. Has time, fires down the middle, and puts it right on the money, but the ball is out. A nice hit, a forced fumble, and a recovery by the Steelers.